Today's video will be brought to you via interpretive dance. Hello everyone, Bront, CatHerder here. We're having some fun talking Raid Shadow Legends, and I want to thank Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video, and I want to let Pepsi know that I'm on to you. You can sponsor this video too. I'm allowed to have other sponsors, so let's make it happen. But seriously, I was here to pull shards or not pull shards or something like that this morning, and due to technical issues, partially due to the fact that I had to tear my desk apart because of an RMA for a monitor, I didn't have any sound because I am a professional YouTuber. I really am, I swear. So, I'm going to present the entire video to you with no, I'm not going to do that to you guys, but I want to kind of go over everything I did to get this particular champion chase done, because honestly, I am almost done with it. As you can see, right behind me, I have 3,441 points. Well, that is a weird number, but all I need is a 10 pull of mystery shards and to finish the classic arena champion thing and get this dude right here. Once I get this dude right here, I will have all 15 of these things. I will literally be done with this champion chase as well, get this guy as well, and be able to fuse the doorkeep, which will be absolutely amazing. So how did I get all of those points? Well, I did pull some shards, so probably see the spoilers in the title. I did pull some ancient shards, but let's go through my process on what I did and how I went about doing it until I figured out I needed to pull some ancient shards. So first of all, I didn't have anything in the summon pool. I didn't actually do the soul pulls on this account because I have a ton of souls, and I'm pretty sure I can do a soul chase event for a guaranteed champion if and when comes up with the amount of souls I have combined with the amount of other stuff I have just kind of stacked away in my soul count. So I didn't want to touch that. So I decided I was not going to do the soul chase to get the extra summon pool. And to be fair, summon pool, 1.5% chance to get Leonardo or this dude. That's okay, but it's only 1% chance to get either one of these two. So I would have maybe been disappointed if I got Tetsuya instead of Leonardo. And the chances of getting that for that is just no. I'm going to take the possibly guaranteed champion if we got one coming around, which might be Raphael, and I think I've got a good shot at getting it. So I didn't go for this. I did, however, have 2 remnant summons, and in wonderful, wonderful mythical fashion, I got Diddly and Squat from it. I was hoping I would have mythicals. I've got a bunch of really good mythicals on this account. My account is stacked with damage dealing mythicals, and I would love a more support-oriented mythical on this account. I just haven't made it happen yet because, you know, you get what you get sometimes. So I got a Jingle Hunter and I got some other epic. I don't even remember what the other epic is. It is not very important. It was not a particularly good pull session, you know, and it happens. But that was 500 points. I also had fragments for Donatello. In fact, you can see right here, I still have 10 fragments left for him. I've got 5 for Croquet. Eventually, these will get converted to mod fragments, which you can see I am so far from mod. I will probably never get mod on this account unless I actively decide to not do a fragment fusion and just save for several fragment fusions to get mod specifically. And honestly, for the most part, I'd rather have the other champions in most cases because I can still use them for points to do things like what I'm doing right here, where I don't have to pull a ton of shards. So got Donnie, definitely was worth grabbing him. You know, I didn't already had Crocad, so that's fine. But got myself a Donatello as well. And that combined with the fact I believe I fused, where is he here? I fused a Broadmaw here. You know, don't have any more Rock Beasts, don't have any more of the Bloodhorns. Got one of those guys stashed up, got 2 of these folks stashed up. So just got to get another Rock Beast and another Bloodhorn at some point in time, and I'll have at least one Broadmaw in the bank ready to go. But that was 350 points. Plus, we also had, of course, the actual fusion here. So as you can see here, I've got 3 of the 4 epics. As you can see, I've got 2 of these dudes as well. And I told you I really need to get one more, and then I get the Lino one, and I'll be able to fuse Granyt Doorkeep, so that will be absolutely amazing. And yeah, so that was 750 points there, 350 points for the Broadmaw, 500 points for Donatello, and 500 points from the Remnant Shards. That doesn't equal enough points to actually get the fusion done. So after doing some math, after looking around, seeing if there was anything else that was going to make sense, I decided I was going to aim to maybe pull 30 Ancients and see what I got. So hey, let's go to the video. You can see me miming whatever I'm going to mime and pulling some shards. Wow, look at that guy go in all that glorious non-audio. Yeah, it is what it is. Let's get to the shard pulling. Oh, Gorlos. Gorlos was the one I grabbed. Not a bad champion. Get your decreased defense. He's got a burn on him. He's okay for progression. Certainly not what I needed on this account, but I got myself a Gorlos as the other champion. I think I already have a +4 Gorlos on this account, so it's not particularly exciting. And honestly, I don't think I've ever used Gorlos on this account. I believe I did use him on one of my other accounts at some point in time, but yeah, he is what he is. All right. So we have the ancient shards coming up here, and this was where I pulled some ancient shards. We had some Pepsi going, and apparently I didn't have the audio going, so you guys don't actually get to see that, although there was me flashing the Pepsi. So let's pause this and skip forward just a little bit to where the pull is. There we go. No, there we go. So here we go. I did my dailies. I got rare text, which was unfortunate. This is the problem with pulling ancients when it's not 2x ancients, is it's very easy to get rare text. You're more likely to get rare text than not rare text. And you don't, you got to hit mercy, and you have a very low chance of getting any epics of any kind. And I needed epics for points, because I can tell you right now, this was 100 points. Not enough to get me going. And there's a great look on my face right there. Isn't that great? So again, I got rare text for the second pull in a row. And again, I was hoping to pull 30, and I had yet to actually even get a single epic. It was bad, very bad. But hey, third pull, I got one eventually. Wasn't great. As you can see there, I got 1,340 points. All I needed at this point in time was to just pull 10 more and get at least 2 epics. And from there, I was pretty sure I could make it happen. So I pulled the 40th, got my 580 points, and I want to say that was the end of the story, but I believe I ended up pulling another 5 or 6 of these ancients and got rares all throughout. So combined, that got me mostly to where I am right now. I am 10 mystery shards, well actually I'm 9 mystery shards, and 1 rare from being able to do the fusion. I did end up having to pull 40 ancients. It didn't go particularly well, but at the same time, I honestly could use the food for some champion training. I regularly run out of 3-star champions to be able to build my 4-star champions up with and make that food. So nice to get a bunch of extra food. Hey, an extra fat man, if he's not +4, not a bad one to grab as well. Certainly would have liked a legendary. It would have been great for the points, but it is what it is. So managed to, I thought was going to be pulling almost no shards, but I decided to pull ancients because ultimately we have a Leonardo chase hopefully coming soon. I suspect maybe next week. I don't know. But, that was the original calendar. It might be the week afterwards. It might be a different week. It might not even be for shards. And I think I can do it with what I've got right here. I don't have a ton of sacreds, but I've got, in theory, if it's 20 sacreds to get a Leonardo, I'm halfway there with sacreds. If it's about 60 primals, I'm almost halfway there with primals. And if it's 100 and whatever voids, well, yeah, 13 voids is certainly not going to do it. But combining all 3 of them, combined with the fact that I still have 37 ancient shards, well, that will help me actually get done what I need to get done and should get me a Leonardo. Combined with the fact that, yes, I am going to be continuing to play the game. So I should be getting sacreds every once in a while from the Demon Lord. I should be getting other shards from the Demon Lord as well. Yeah, I haven't been getting a ton of sacreds from the Demon Lord, but I have been getting some voids. I have been getting some ancients. And if I'm not pulling any more shards until the Leonardo event and the Raphael event is done, I'm going to make sure I have the right amount of shards to get that champion. And honestly, as somebody who has been willing to occasionally spend on this game, if I need to spend a little bit of money to get myself a Leonardo, it's something I will certainly think about, especially if it's going to make some fun content for you guys. Because you know what? I love making content for you guys. That's why I'm in the business of doing this stuff. You guys are absolutely amazing. So there you have it. That is how on this account I managed to pull the, get the champion chase without pulling a ton of extra shards. Maybe I should have pulled 1 or 2 sacreds instead of pulling all of those ancients, but you know what? The ancients are not worth anywhere near as much in a summon rush style event, which any event that's going to be towards Leonardo is going to be a summon rush style event. So I wanted to save those shards to make sure that I had the best chance possible to get Leonardo. And, it is what it is. I will be doing everything I can to continue to position my account to be able to do that. Certainly hoping I was going to get a great champion during some of these shard pulls, and you know what? It doesn't always happen, but I will be getting the Doorkeep, and I think the Doorkeep is actually going to help my teams in Hydra particularly well. I think he's going to be an interesting fit if I can fit him into my Toshiro team, and if I can't fit him in my Toshiro team, he might actually really be really interesting in my Doggo team, which I think is going to be interesting and amazing as well. So I am looking forward to doing some fun stuff with Granyt. And yeah, he's not necessarily the most amazing champion, but for my account, I think he will slide into a couple of places where he will make improvements on my account that will be noticeable. And that's really what you're looking for with an endgame account and a champion you're going to go for. So once I get him, I will see what I can do to get a guide on him out pretty quickly. So those of you guys who want to see what I think of him and what I can do with him, it might have to be I'll probably have to wait until next week, Wednesday, because I am not going to have a chance to run him through Hydra for a while because I've used most of my Hydra keys so far this week. But we'll get a video out with them. Let me know, did you guys get anything interesting? Did you guys pull some shards this weekend, or are you saving up for Leonardo and decided to skip this fusion? Did you get at least one of the epics and or one of the rares? I think they are actually both fairly good. I actually kind of think that Epic is going to be an interesting champion for a lot of people that didn't get Dorn at Granyt Doorkeep. And that rare I think is very good for early game clan boss because he gives you an AoE ally protection with some other protections as well, and he seems to be pretty tanky as well. So that's all good things you are looking for in a clan boss champion that can help you very, very early on. So I do want to applaud Polarium. As much as this has been honestly a very, very rough fusion, managed to get it done on a free-to-play account, and I'm going to manage to get it done on this account as well. And I think that they've done a good job of making the epic interesting, making the rare interesting, and of course, making the final champion interesting. And again, I think if it was not in a Leonardo-style event where people are hoarding stuff for Leonardo, I think a lot more people would have gone for this fusion and would have been happy they did. So, hey, let me know your opinions down below. I appreciate you guys. You guys are absolutely amazing. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. I really do appreciate you guys. Hit that notification button if you want to see when my videos come out. I usually try to release them every day around 7:15 a.m. US Central Time. So, enjoy the videos. Have a wonderful weekend. Hope your shard pulls have blessed you wonderfully. And until the next video, I am Bront, CatHerder.